Noah's Ark is not merely a religious tale passed down through centuries. It is, above all, the description of a colossal project designed to face total extinction. In this story, the Ark becomes a work of primitive engineering, a methodical response to an absolute threat. By analyzing it as a real construction, step by step, we uncover a surprisingly concrete and almost technical narrative where faith is expressed through planning, effort, and anticipation. This video offers a detailed immersion into this titanic endeavor, not as an abstract myth, but as a human enterprise confronting the unthinkable. Before the Ark is built, the narrative opens on a world in deep imbalance. Human society is described as violent, disordered, and morally collapsed. This description is not decorative. It establishes the gravity of the situation. The flood is not a sudden punishment, but the consequence of a global breakdown. The ancient world remains powerful, structured, filled with cities and knowledge, yet it has lost all capacity for self-correction. This tension between greatness and decay makes catastrophe inevitable. At the heart of this world appears Noah, a man described as righteous and methodical. His role is not heroic in a warrior sense, but rational and anticipatory. He observes, listens, and accepts a mission beyond human comprehension. This moral solitude strengthens the credibility of the story. The Ark is born amid general indifference, even collective contempt. The second stage marks a crucial transition from vision to design. Noah receives precise instructions regarding the Ark's dimensions, materials, and internal organization. This level of detail is striking for an ancient text. The Ark is not improvised. It is conceived as a survival structure designed to float, endure, and last. From an analytical standpoint, this phase reveals remarkable logic. The Ark is not a ship meant to navigate, but a stable volume built to withstand a chaotic environment. Its elongated shape, multiple compartments, and absence of a rudder reflect a clear objective: preserve life, not control nature. The construction of the Ark is a long-term trial. Year after year, Noah and his family assemble a gigantic structure in a world that does not believe in the coming catastrophe. This slowness is essential. It gives the story human depth. The construction site becomes an act of resistance against doubt, ridicule, and isolation. Technically, building such a wooden structure is an immense challenge. It requires assembling, reinforcing, sealing, and anticipating stresses no one has ever faced. Every gesture is repeated, corrected, strengthened. The ARK is built not only against nature, but against moral exhaustion. When the ARK is completed, its true function begins. The animals enter in pairs, turning the structure into a closed ecosystem. Managing space, food, and stability becomes critical. The ARK is no longer an object, but a miniature world. Then the rains come. The external chaos contrasts sharply with the internal order. The ARK floats, isolated and silent, fulfilling exactly what it was designed to do. It does not fight the flood, it endures it. Symbolically, the ARK becomes an absolute boundary between disappearance and continuity. Noah's Ark remains, even today, one of the most powerful stories ever passed down. Not because it promises miraculous salvation, but because it shows that anticipation, construction, and perseverance can change destiny. The ARK is a work of patience in the face of urgency, of reason in the face of denial. In this sense, it far exceeds its religious framework to become a universal lesson.